What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican, that man you love to hate and the man you hate to love. Hey, check it out, 1991mummy. Thanks for your comment. Thanks for your question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a brief video response. I'm not going to make this a long half-hour one, but I'm going to try and go into as much detail as possible. I'll post some pictures and some links in the low bar. Check them out. Now, on my video about Donald Trump being the savant idiot, Mummy 1991 stated the following. Excuse me, my mouse is in the way. Said, I agree with some of the topics in this video. It's true that you can't hold an entire group of people accountable for the evil actions that some commit. However, what Trump wants is to keep the radical Muslim terrorists out of America. He has specifically said that he only wants a temporary ban on Muslims until there's a better plan on dealing with the terrorists. Trump wants to work with the Muslims to figure out a plan to counter the terrorists, and there are Muslims who aren't radical that have come out and thanked him on bringing up the issue. Trump wants America to be more secure and have a stable economy. I don't understand how wanting my country to be greatly improved from what it currently is makes me ignorant. I have been watching both the Republican and the Democratic candidates. I'm curious on who you think out of both parties is like a brainiac Einstein who can think on all levels that you brought up in this video. Okay, first and foremost, there's nothing wrong with America or any country wanting security and safety. But let me just say it like this. First and foremost, no one's going to gain security by taking away someone else's security. We cannot deny the results, the effects, the domino effect that invading and attacking, supporting insurgencies and rebellions in other countries has on security, not only theirs but ours. So first and foremost, if you want safety and security, I would say we need to stop tampering with other people's safety and security. Sure, they got despotic leaders, but they need them, because when you look at the savagery that takes place after these people are removed, their country falls apart. And then they bring that savagery out here. That's the first thing I would say. Next, let's talk about a historical context before we come into current context. The Guardian. Government agents directly involved in most high-profiled U.S. terror plots. The article goes on to say, and I'll put the link in the low bar, nearly all of the highest profile domestic terrorism plots in the United States since 9/11 featured the direct involvement of government agents or informants. So, next, FBI plant banned by mosque because he was too extreme. And I'm not going to read a little section out of this because it's too spread out. But the basic information here is, in Southern California, the FBI put a plant into a Muslim community to stir up and find extremists, stir the pot. The guy gets reported multiple times and then banned from the masjid. They didn't do anything, to the guy. He's still running the streets. Double agent, Morton Storm. He was a spy working as a Muslim to help capture Muslims. I do believe he was directly involved in the droning of, what's that guy's name? Anwar Awlaki. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's him. So anyway, he does the job, FBI doesn't pay, or CIA doesn't pay him, and then they expose who he is, and now he's being hunted by extremist Muslims everywhere. So already the Muslim community is leery, and these are just 3 articles I looked up. I just found these really quick on a real fast Google search because I knew about them, and so I just looked them up real quick. So already the Muslim community is leery of working with the U.S. government and other intelligence agencies because they tend to stab Muslims in the back left and right. So now everyone has this kind of they're kind of averse to working with the intelligence agencies. And I think that's pretty logical. If every time you went to work with somebody and they stabbed you in the back and almost got you fired, or if it's a dangerous job, almost got you killed, you'd be kind of leery of trying to take that guy as a work partner at the job, wouldn't you? Fair enough. Now let me ask you this. How is Trump going to solve the problem of finding out about extremist Muslims if he's alienating Muslims? It's not going to work. It's a stupid move. Now, Trump obviously isn't stupid. The guy's a billionaire. He's done business multiple times. But he's giving you information and advice that he himself doesn't follow. Look, Trump is making millions off of Gulf Arabs. He's got businesses all over the Gulf, the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, UAE, other places he has business there. He's getting that Arab money. He's getting that oil money. When he needs business done, he either goes to them or he brings them to America. Donald Trump has gone bankrupt multiple times, and he's come back multiple times. Commendable. But 3 times he was bailed out by a Saudi prince. Prince Walid bin Talal something. He is more than happy to befriend Arabs and Muslims when he needs them financially and economically. And he has no problem bringing them in or out of the country when it suits him. But for you, the average American who's not benefiting in terms in the tune of millions or hundreds of millions, what do you get? You get this trickery. Now look, to catch extremists, listen to this point, this is very important. You do need Muslims because we know them better than anyone else, and that's why they hate us. They kill more Muslims than they kill non-Muslims, and I'd say in tune of hundreds, if not thousands to one. For every one non-Muslim they kill thousands of Muslims. They hate us with a passion because we don't like them. Now, if he is alienating Muslims and non-Muslims, where's the cooperation come in? You guys have an extreme hatred for Muslims right now, and he's playing on that while telling you we need to work with Muslims to find out who the bad guy Muslims are. What? So make us look like the bad guys, turn everybody against us, but then turn to those very people that you just alienated and made look like a bunch of bad guys to find out who the real bad guys are. What? This is where the idiotness comes in. This is where I make the statement of idiots. He's playing on your guys' emotions, knowing that emotion is overriding your logic, which makes you what? Ignorant. Excuse me. I said idiot, I meant ignorant. Excuse me. I apologize. Idiot is insulting. Ignorant is not. And let me explain that real quick. Calling a person an idiot is something he can't change. You just call him an idiot for whatever reason. He's an idiot. But ignorance is a state of being which can be lifted with information and knowledge and understanding. So I'm ignorant of a lot of things, and I comment on a lot of things I'm ignorant about. And when I say these things, and someone tells me like, hey, Abuamerican, you're wrong. It's like this and it's like that. And I'm like, oh, boom. I know now. I'm no longer ignorant, right? Right. So there's no problem with being ignorant. It's when you become an idiot, when you get the knowledge and then you ignore it. I'd have to look up the definition of idiot, but I'm sure it's along there somewhere, when you know better and you continue on to something stupid. But my point is this. It's impossible that Trump isn't playing you guys like idiots or ignorant when he himself knows better. I believe he knows better, and he's playing on people's a desire for safety and security, economic safety, and all these other things, and he's making you look ignorant. Let me tell you something. I live in the UK, and I've traveled the world. I've said this in multiple videos. Do you know, I mean, it's a literal, I'm giving out my secret here. It is a viable excuse. It's accepted as a viable excuse. Listen to what I'm saying here. That when I do something wrong in the UK, I say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm an American. And people look at me like, oh, poor guy. He's like I'm a two-legged dog or something. Do you understand what I'm saying by viable excuse? It's like if you get hit by a car and you broke your leg in 2 places, and then your boss calls you and is like, why aren't you at work? He's like, oh, boss, my jaw's broken. I'm in the hospital. And he comes visit you in the hospital and you get a doctor's note. That's a viable excuse not to be at work. I'm telling you, it's a viable excuse outside of America to say I did something stupid because I'm American. And he is perpetuating this image we have globally. It hurts me to use that excuse, but I do. No, it doesn't hurt me. It works very well. And I have to thank Trump. I have to give him a high five sometimes. But look, do you understand why I'm using the term ignorant? And I'm calling him a savant, idiot savant. Okay, fine. It's fair enough. The guy's not an idiot. This is obvious. He's a multi-billionaire. He's collapsed and failed in businesses multiple times. And like I said, he's been bailed out multiple times. The guy knows how to run a business. And for sure, economically, I think he'll be good for America. I think he can help America like get back on the track to being, economically a powerhouse. But internationally, this guy's done more damage than George Bush, and this guy doesn't even hold office yet. It's gonna get worse. Everyone's gonna stop working with America. Anyone who has information on terrorists will. Because all these Muslim states, I've been to a lot of Muslim countries, Lebanon, Jordan. I've been all over the Middle East, all the Gulf states. These are literally like near police states. You won't know it when you're there, but information gathering is a big deal for them. What happens when you alienate those guys and they stop working with you? They stop giving you information. You don't get more safe by pissing everybody off. Everyone hates a bully. Everyone hates a bully. There's entire movies about bullies. Everybody wants to see the bully fall. And he's making us look really bad. We already look like a global bully. So nobody wants to help us. Now he is not only being a bully, he's like talking big crap and he's alienating the world even more. He's alienating Western states. Some of them like him, some of them don't. I don't think it's a good idea to put him in office. As for who is a better candidate, I don't know. I haven't been following. It's just this guy's getting blasted on German TV, French TV, UK TV. There's nobody else being aired except him. So who a viable candidate is other than him, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm ignorant of that, of like who the other presidential candidates are. I can just say Trump is probably a bad one. But anyway, hey, my man 1991mummy, I thank you very much. I enjoyed actually making this response, and hopefully that answers your question. If not, hit me up. It's your man Abuamerican.